Brought to you by This is the 7 a.m. Barbados Today update for Thursday, September 4th, 2014. I'm Dawn Paris. A pleasant good morning to you. The National Union of Public Workers will today kickstart the process to elect a new General Secretary. The union's General Council will convene to confirm the procedure for the election of a new General Secretary. Dennis Clark, who currently holds the post, will demit office in October. NUPW President Walter Maloney assures the process will be transparent, but he insists whoever is elected must be committed to taking the union in a new direction.
We are at this place where whoever becomes the General Secretary of this organization must be of such a ilk that they are prepared to give not less than 10 years. 10 years must be seen as a maximum for he or she to give back to this organization, to move the organization in a particular direction, on a direction that allows it to grow and allows it to see the kind of growth and density that we look forward to. We need to strengthen the organization, and like I said, he or she, whoever that person will be, we are hoping that they will bring the kind of competencies, the kind of skill sets that is needed to fashion the NUPW.
One day after Barbadians reflected on the Campus Trends tragedy, the president of the National Organization of Women, Marilyn Rice Bowen, says the country has not learned the lessons from the horrific event. She contends that little to no improvement has been made on buildings and raises concern that not enough pressure has been placed on businesses operating one-door establishments to get their house in order. Rice Bowen says the September 3rd Foundation, which was set up in memory of the 6 women who lost their lives, should pressure authorities to ensure buildings have proper entrances, exits, and facilities.
There are lots of buildings where our women are working, and they don't even have access to toilet facilities because stock blocking the toilet. They don't. Some of them do have a back door, but stock is blocking the back door. And I think that we need to, to give more effort to the exercise and impress upon the authorities. I mean, really get down on them to have, even if it's a bridge-down inspection.
The Barbados Renewable Energy Association serves notice it will put up a fight to ensure the Fair Trading Commission increases the maximum amount of electricity the Barbados Light and Power Company accepts from renewable energy customers. But Industry Minister Donville Inniss says the organization won't be getting his help. Still, BREA's Executive Director, Clyde Griffith, is pressing ahead, warning that unless the limit is raised, people employed in the sector will lose their jobs. He says the organization has no choice but to step in.
We are anticipating that we feel the need to ensure that we raise the level of the limit so that we can continue impacting on the importation of fuel and continue to support the government's efforts to raise the support for the renewable energy sector in the country.
But his plea is not enough to convince Minister Inniss, who stressed that the Fair Trading Commission is competent enough to make the right decision without his involvement.
The minister responsible for the FPCA have to ensure the integrity and independence of the FPCA are not meddled in their affairs on a daily basis, and therefore I have all faith to believe that they will do what they have to do in the best interest of all those who come before them. But seriously, I mean, it is a matter which the state has to remain on. I've had discussions with the Minister of Energy and certainly the FTC and the Barbados Light and Power around this general issue. And the FTC will, in the fullness of time, having received all information, including what was submitted by BREA in recent times, and the Barbados Power, along the various studies that are being done, they will make the best informed decision. And it may be that there may be a slight increase in the cap, or maybe that there's a massive increase.
This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Sun power.
Welcome back. We move to Bermuda, where Premier Michael Dunkley makes it clear that his government will not be rushed into any decision on medical marijuana. His position comes as activists urge the ruling One Bermuda Alliance to take a firm stance on the issue. The activists claim that some people have sought overseas treatment using cannabis oil and they've gotten positive results. And they've called on the government to put the necessary legislation in place to help those who could benefit from such treatments. But Dunkley says while he has compassion for the sick, his administration will follow proper protocol on the matter.
I want to make sure, as a minister responsible for national security in this regard, where this act falls under and the laws fall under, that there's not going to be unintended consequences to the decisions we make. I've been very clear in my comments publicly about what I've said up to this point. I'll continue to be clear. We are moving forward with medicinal marijuana. You'll hear more about it in the near future, and we're moving forward with the general debate on it. That is my commitment to you. I will not be rushed into any timeline on things.
Further afield now, in North Carolina, 2 African-American men are now free after spending 31 years behind bars for rape and murder. A judge overturned the conviction of death row inmate Henry McCollum and his brother Leon Brown, who were serving a life sentence for raping and killing an 11-year-old girl in 1984. DNA evidence proved that the men who were imprisoned as teenagers are innocent of the crime. More in this CNN report.
The ruling was based on new evidence discovered by the North Carolina Innocence Commission. They found inconsistencies in the 2 men's confessions, which they say were coerced by investigators. They also found DNA evidence linking convicted rapist and murderer Roscoe Artis to the murder and rape of 11-year-old Sabrina Bowie.
Our prayers are out for the Sabrina Bowie family. We're praying for them, and we are so glad this justice was served and the truth finally came forth. We thank God for that, and we're going to go on with our lives.
And on that note, we end our 7 a.m. Barbados Today update. We'll be back again at noon. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.tbb, subscribe to our e-paper and our email updates, and like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on iZoomi Media in bus terminals or on Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. I'm Dawn Paris. Have a wonderful day.
This news update is brought to you by...